That's what I'm talking about. 2-0. I thought I had it today, too. I swear to God. I thought I was back. I've been feeling good. I've been drinking Welch's grape soda. I even just practiced it off air by saying that's what I'm talking about. And then, wow. Great way to start a show with the Bobby Brady voice, but it is getting better. I can tell you that it is getting better, and by Monday, for sure, we will be good to go. It's Carton and Roberts on the Fan. Evan Roberts, Craig Carton. Evan's off today. My main man, Cody Decker, as always, is back with us again for the final time this week. Phone number to join, as always, 877-337-6666. Got a great show for you today. I'm in a great mood because today is the one day of the year I always look forward to, other than my birthday, other than Thanksgiving, other than Halloween. Today is the day that is always circled on my calendar. It's Come Get Some Friday. I'll tell you exactly what it is in a second. But first, good afternoon, Cody. How are you today, kid?
I'm living the dream, Greggy. How you doing?
Living the dream. Do you know why today is such a big day for me and for thousands of young men like me?
Not a clue. I just thought you were really excited because the Mets and Yankees lost yesterday, and you just felt like this would be a perfect show for you.
No, I actually wanted the Yankees to win yesterday, but we're going to get to the Mets here in a second because, hey, Met fans, I know for the last couple of days you've all sat back and enjoyed listening to Yankee fans bitch and moan as the Yankees go through this second half slide, and it's now a single-digit lead, and they're broken, and they give up 5 runs early yesterday, and there's no life in them, and even though they threatened in the 7th and 8th, you know full well they're not coming back, and they give up a 9 spot last night, and for the how many games in a row they send the home crowd home pissed off, and they're broken, and they can't blah, 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 blah. But I was just wondering, before I get to why I'm in such a good mood today, I'm just wondering, for those of you Met fans that are out there, I thought you're supposed to win every time Scherzer and DeGrom pitch. I thought it was a lock to do no worse than to split with the Atlanta Braves because Scherzer and DeGrom were pitching back-to-back. Now, while the Mets did win the game that Scherzer pitched, it wasn't in the manner that Met fans thought it would happen, as Ottavino gives up that 3-run home run, and then it's a fight late to score some extra runs. But yesterday, DeGrom actually pitched very well, as he typically does. And I went back and I double-checked this morning. The Mets lost last night. The Mets lost 3 out of 4 games to the Atlanta Braves. It's the first time this year they have lost a series to a divisional opponent. And I'm saying to myself, for all the yelling and screaming and all the crying that's been going on here amongst Yankee fans about the Yankee slide, and Met fans have sat back kind of in a douchey manner, in a condescending manner, as Chris Christie did on Tuesday, and said, we've got DeGrom and Scherzer. What happened? What happened? I thought you're a lock to win every time those guys pitch, and yesterday you didn't. You gave up an infield single, essentially, that became a double that scored a guy from first base. And after the game, Keith Hernandez, who I adore, is reminding people that that's the exact same way the 1946 World Series came to an end. And I'm saying to myself, what? But Met fans, I'm just wondering, when you lose a game like that, and you spent all week gloating about the Yankee demise, and now your lead's what, Big Mac? 3.5, I think? 4 in the loss column, right? But a 3.5 game lead that started at 5.5, I'm wondering how you're feeling today. I'm wondering what it was like for a Met fan to go to bed last night having lost the game that Jacob deGrom started. What was it like watching Francisco Lindor steal second base, run back to first base, and then walk to the dugout because he was forced out at second after the Alonso bloop finds the grass. I'm wondering how you're feeling today. I know how Yankee fans are feeling. Yankee fans are pissed, rightfully so. But Met fans, your week of gloating has come to an end. So anyway, Cody, this is why I'm in such a good mood today. Are you ready?
Yes.
Today's a special day, and I have it, but I've not yet played it. I haven't opened it, but I have it. Today is the day. Madden is out.
All right.
Madden 23 has been released. Let's get it on.
What console? You an Xbox guy? You a PS5 guy?
That's a very good question. For my lifetime, I was a PlayStation guy, but over the last 5 years, I have, because of my kids, I have graduated to the Xbox platform, so now I only play on Xbox. But you can, if you play online, you can cross-platform, so you can play against each other no matter what platform you're on. So that's all good. But Madden 23 is in stores right now. And for me, that's like a holiday. That's like Christmas. And I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate any religious holidays, really. But today is a religious holiday for me. Madden 23 is on the shelves of stores, can be downloaded, of course, online. You don't have to go to GameStop or Target to get it. You can just download it online. And tonight is going to be a Madden marathon. And I don't give a rat's ass about the Yankees losing against Toronto or the Mets losing to Philadelphia. It's a Madden Marathon Friday. Let's go.
What team do you play with, or do you build your own team and start your season? What do you got?
Is that a silly question? Is that not the dumbest question you may have asked all day today? What team do I play? I'm a Jets fan.
You might make your own team. You might be a guy that plays in tournaments, Madden Bowls. That's a very realistic question.
When I was 19 years old, I made my own team. As a 50-year-old adult, I play with the New York Jets. I let my kids make their own teams. What team do I play? Shame on you, Beardy. Shame on
me.
you.
Oh, I'm a 50-year-old adult, and I want to be a Jet. That's the adult thing.
That's right. That's right. I'm young at heart, but I'm an adult. I don't have 7 hours tonight to create my own team. I open it up. I play as the New York Jets. Zach Wilson's my quarterback. Let's go. I cannot wait. I'm not going to bed tonight. I got plenty of Animal Face ready for me when I get home, and it's going to be a Madden marathon. You'll be watching boring baseball, I'm sure, or sitting on a plane back to California wondering where things went wrong. I'll be playing Madden football all night tonight and into the wee hours of the morning. That's right. That's what I'm going to do. And I know Met fans right now, you're probably not going to be able to do that because you're worried to death now. How do we get through Philadelphia without DeGrom and Scherzer? And how do we overcome the fact that we lost the game that DeGrom pitched? Well, guess what? You're on, Huckleberry. It's your turn to be pissed off at your franchise and to have the same worry that Yankee fans have exhibited all week long. Right, Cody?
Listen. They have been talking quite a bit. I root for the Mets. I root for the Mets a ton. I dig.
Yeah, well, you played for the Mets. I get that.
I played for them. But here's the thing. The fact that they cannot score for Jacob deGrom, this is not like a new thing. This has been years and years and years. And this is a phenomenal Mets lineup right now. Like just up and down, top to bottom. One of the best Mets lineups we've seen in like a decade. And they still won't score for deGrom. Now, I'm not feeling as good about that Monday and Tuesday against the Yankees all of a sudden that they've been touting. Right now, they're like, oh, well, don't worry about Philly. We're going against the Yankees next week, and we're going to throw deGrom and Scherzer. Okay, well, Scherzer's game didn't go well, and DeGrom's game was a loss. So what are we getting on Monday and Tuesday?
Well, listen, I get it. If I'm a Mets fan, I'm saying the same damn thing. You know, I want to focus my attention on the New York Yankee paltry lineup because DeGrom and Scherzer should shut them down. Everybody else does, so I wouldn't two the best pitchers in baseball. But you got to get to Monday. You can't go to bed on Friday and wake up on Monday. You have to live Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and you're going to do it without your two best pitchers because they're not going to pitch again until they pitch against the Yankees Monday and Tuesday. And I would tell you right now, I would expect the Mets to beat the Yankees Monday and Tuesday. A, the way the Yankees are playing offensively, which sucks, and B, the fact that you've got two of the dominant pitchers in the game. My question, though, is how do the Mets get there? Do the Mets wake up after this weekend and find that they're playing the Yankees while they're now the wild card team? Because that's now on the table. The Atlanta Braves don't lose. The only team that's beaten them are the New York Mets of the last 3 weeks, right? Series-wise, they don't lose. Now, they do have a distraction with that animal scumbag, Ozuna, who now got pulled over for a DUI early this morning after, I guess, last night's game. He's the same guy that a year ago beat his girlfriend in front of police officers and is still playing baseball. And now he's driving drunk. And there are no, believe this or not, I don't know what MLB is going to do here, but Major League Baseball in their collective bargaining agreement do not have any punishment built in to the CBA for DUIs. So unless the Atlanta Braves decide to suspend him or sit him down, Major League Baseball is not going to do it because they can't. It's not in their CBA. So this scumbag is going to be in the lineup, I'm sure, this weekend. They're going to write it off as bad judgment again, and he's going to be playing baseball. So there is a bit of a distraction for Atlanta right now. Not a good one either, a bad one. A guy that beat his girlfriend in front of officers is now driving drunk. That being said, and without being cavalier about it, they're a very, very good baseball team who proved that again by taking 3 out of 4 from the Mets. So, yeah. I'm all pumped up for Madden, and I'm wondering, just as a New Yorker and a casual observer of baseball, how Met fans are reacting to last night's loss, because for the last week, you've sat back and you've gloated, and you've enjoyed the Yankee demise, and you've loved listening to Yankee fans call the station, wanting Aaron Boone fired, wanting Brian Cashman fired, telling how this guy sucks and that guy sucks, all the while pimping the fact that you have a better record, that you're in first place, that you haven't lost a divisional series yet, blah, blah, blah. And now what do you have to say? And now, how is today going for you? How are the nerves going into the weekend series against a team we always hate, right? A team we always root against in Philadelphia. And oh, by the way, a team that is a wild card team right now and making a push towards the postseason, playing really good baseball. How are you now? How does it feel today to be where we were for the last 4 days? Just wondering, just asking the question that needs to be asked. That's all. And by the way, have you played Madden yet? I have not played it yet, but I do have it. All right? And my son's downloading it on his Xbox right now. So I've got the hard copy and the download copy just in case. You got to be safe here, Cody. This is a national holiday. This is the release of Madden 23.
How do you think Mets fans feel about Madden 23 being released compared to how they feel about their Mets?
Oh, that's a very good question. I would think Met fans are very happy that Madden 23 got released. So that's where my focus is this weekend and not on them. But could you imagine, and I don't think this is going to happen, and I'm being a little douchey here, but could you imagine if the Mets came in, now statistically, mathematically, they can't be in second place coming into Monday against the Yankees. They're up by 4 games in the loss column. It's a 3-game series, right, against Philly. So the question is, it's so strange. Like, these two teams on Monday are going to come in. They could come in feeling really good about themselves. They could both come in being miserable, right? And then use that series Monday and Tuesday as a springboard, to a September run where the Mets schedule is very easy. But I'm going to enjoy this weekend, boy. I am. I'm going to enjoy it for everything it's worth. Madden football and the Mets and Phillies. I don't even care what the Yankees do. It doesn't even matter. It's irrelevant.
Let me give you the hypothetical. Let me give you the worst case hypothetical that you will come in on Monday so excited about, because if this hypothetical takes place, one, Evan's going to be miserable and you're going to be all over him about it. Say the Mets, worst case scenario, they go to play Philly, they get swept.
Okay.
Now they got to face the Yankees. They got DeGrom and Scherzer. Both teams are in a miserable place. who gets who right.
What do you mean, who gets who right?
Which team gets the other team going?
Oh, you mean so like who wins the series and then uses
who wins
that?
the series and uses it as a
Well,
springboard
I think the
going
Mets
forward.
do. Listen, I'll say this, as much as I'm trolling Met fans right now, the Yankees aren't beating the Mets Monday and Tuesday the way they're currently playing. Now, is there a switch somewhere in the Bronx that someone's going to hit, and all of a sudden the Yankee offense is going to now start getting more men on base and actually driving runs in? They did half of that yesterday. They had plenty of guys on base, especially later in the game, and just couldn't drive them in. But if you're telling me that the team that I saw this week versus the team I've watched this week in the Yankees and the Mets, the New York Mets are not losing to the New York Yankees, and it could be ugly. I mean, you could be looking at an 8-0, Monday, a 7-1 Tuesday. Like, there's no reason at all today for me to think that the New York Yankees offense is going to score runs, plural, against Scherzer and DeGrom. I don't think they're going to as of this moment today. But I got to get through the weekend first, because to be somewhat positive, they did get guys on base yesterday. It wasn't a total peep show, right? They didn't get the big hit in the 7th or 8th to make it an 8-5 game or a 9-5 game or a 9-6 game. They didn't have the big 3-run home run that would at least make it interesting, but they did have guys on base. And I know that seems really pathetic and it's soft cheese to now congratulate the Yankees for actually having base runners. But if it is a multi-step process to go from garbage back to where they were in April, May, and most of June, okay, they got guys on base. It'd be nice if we had a starting pitcher who didn't give up 5 runs out of the gate and give us a chance to get going, but that wasn't the case last night. And that's fine. We can bitch about the Yankees all day. I just figured we did that all week. I'm wondering what Met fans are feeling right now, because I know it's not good. I know the arrogance, the cockiness of the Met fan took a hit in the last 48 hours. Not a big hit, but took a big enough hit for you to be worried now about this series in Philadelphia. That's how I view it.
In the flip side, Yankees, you mentioned Montas last night going out and just dropping a 5 spot in the beginning of the game. They do have Jameson Taillon going tonight, and Taillon is not, he's a pretty damn good pitcher with the exception of one massive problem. They're facing Kevin Gausman. Kevin Gausman is an absolute animal, and the way this Yankees team is hitting, I'm not expecting good things tonight.
Yeah, the Yankees to me are irrelevant till Monday. Yankees-Mets means everything to me, but Yankees win a game, lose a game, I don't even care. I really don't. The 9-game lead is what it is. I know it's single digits. Tell me that Toronto sweeps them and the lead is 6 or 7, and we can start having some conversations about it. But I'm done. I'm done watching the Yankees every day now, and reacting every game when they have an 8, 9, 10-game lead. Now, if they get swept, fine, we'll deal with it. But I am not even focused on the Yankees. The focus this weekend is twofold. It is, threefold, to be fair. No, fourfold. To be fair, fourfold. I've got Mets, Phillies, going to pay a lot of attention to that. I've got Madden football, going to spend a lot of time doing that. I've got Jets, Giants, preseason football. That's what I've got. That's a fourfold weekend. That's where my focus is. Now, let me ask you a question. Earlier today, you were doing a show for Bally Sports in Chicago, correct?
Correct.
Right. You were wearing a different shirt. So I'm wondering why you changed shirts to do their show to this show.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Craig. I rocked this shirt today, and I looked really good in this shirt today.
No, but I thought you were wearing like a dark blue shirt today. Is that not true?
No, that is not true. I wore that on Tuesday. I wore this bad boy today.
Maybe they're just re-airing old Cody Decker segments because they have no other content. I'm sorry. My bad. I was like, my guy changed for me. I was so happy that you changed shirts to look good for me today, but apparently you didn't. Okay.
Well, this shirt already looked so good, and I thought you're complimenting it, so clearly it did something right.
All right, we'll get all your calls. 877-337-6666. It's Carton and Roberts on the Fan. Cody Decker's in for Evan. Met fans will start with you. And, of course, we're very excited. Madden 23 is here.